It's day 9 and we're looking at Craigellachie. Yes, I filmed day 8 and 9 together. I feel like I need another whiskey. I've had some of the Glenfiddich. I've given it some time and I'm like, well, I feel like I need another whiskey. So I thought I'd film this one back to back, just in case I'm feeling a bit worse for wear tomorrow. So Craigellachie, well, it's based in the town of its own same name, Craigellachie. The distillery is based just a short distance from the River Spey, where they are. They were founded in 1891 and it's owned by John Doerr and Sons. However, this company in turn is owned by a bigger corporation. So until 97, it was owned or part of Diageo, which is obviously one of the big whiskey players. But the Competitions Commission actually forced them to sell off the John Doerr brands of whiskies that they had due to sort of their monopoly on the Scotch whisky market. So they ended up selling to Bacardi, who of course own big brand names such as Martini, Grey Goose, Patron, Bombay Sapphire, and of course anything Bacardi branded. But importantly, they didn't own any Scotch whisky brands. So they now own anything that's in that John Doerr brand, which includes Craigellachie. Now, Craigellachie, the core range, they have a 13-year, 17, and a 23. Plus, they also do a 13-year-old, which is matured in Armagnac brandy cask. They only actually seem to have started producing single malts in 2014. Prior to that, the production went into blended whiskies. But I'm assuming that's part of the whole idea. Bacardi took over and then it takes time to then move over to start producing your own single malts. Now, what's interesting about this one is actually how they mature it. So the whiskey's matured in a mix of ex-bourbon and ex-sherry casks. Then, towards the end, half of the whiskey is finished in first fill sherry casks and the other half is put in first fill bourbon casks, and then obviously it's all brought together. So there's quite a lot of flavour, I reckon, in here. The ABV also on this one is the highest we've got at the moment, so 46% ABV. Right, let's get this open. So the price that you'd be looking to pay for a bottle of this it's pushing the 45 to 50 pound mark. So you can see it's jumping up quite a bit in price. And this is a 13-year age statement, considering that previously, yesterday, earlier for me, that the Glenfiddich was a 15-year statement and you're paying sub 40 for it. To pay for a 13-year, nearly 50 is quite a jump up. But there is a lot of first fill cask going into that as well, which is valuable in a sense. Right. Color-wise, well, the only one I do have to hand, oh, I have a few others, but yeah, I would just compare it against sort of Glenfiddich. And again, it's a very similar color. So I'd say, yeah, it's our golden color that we'd expect. So not as deep, I'd say. Looks deeper on the Glenfiddich, but this is quite a, yeah, nice golden color on it. Let's go into the nose. Oh, wow. Okay. I thought it would be, there's a lot of flavours straight in there. I'm getting slightly tropical off it. I'm getting like pineapple and orange, sort of citrusy. It's strong. Maybe some cereal. But yeah, the pineapple and orange is quite strong on that. I wasn't quite expecting that from the casks at that stage. Bourbon, sherry, and yeah, I wasn't expecting that sort of come through from it. Right, let's go in for a taste. That, there's a slow build up in it. That is so light. It's wow. You go from that nose and you're sort of expecting maybe a big citrus hit, maybe I say that orange hit, but it's just so gentle and light. That is really, really smooth, very gentle and light. Now, I'm not going to say that you can't feel a bit of alcohol off it. You can feel a bit of alcohol off it, but that's more towards the end at the back of the throat at that stage. You do not feel like alcohol boozy at all on the flavor. The flavor is, I mean, I'm getting mostly, you know, a bit of roasted cereal and vanilla. That's it really. I say roasted because it feels like burnt a bit, but then that could be, it's not peated, but that could be from like the barrel char on the barrel or something at that stage. But this is, wow, something different entirely than I was expecting. That is really impressive. I mean, there's not really much said on here. It gives a little detail about the location it's at. Actually, one important thing that I don't think I've actually covered previously on anything else. So it says on the back that no chill filtering takes place. So that means this one has no chill filtering, but I believe yesterday, Glenfiddich, that is chill filtered. And also I believe they may add caramel color into that, which is why it could be darker than this one here. But yeah, this one's not had anything added to it, and it's not been chill filtered as well. It's all natural, I would say. That is really impressive. I think it's certainly worth its price mark. You are getting something different with it, but it's such an easy drinking whiskey. 13 years of age, really smooth, really light. It's not a complex whiskey. It's not complex at all, but it is just really, really dangerous. No, but it's really easy to drink. I've no doubt that if I were to add some water in it, then I'd perhaps get a drop of water, might get more of that vanilla coming out of it, or more of the cereal. But that is, I mean, I've changed from nose to taste. It's a pleasure on the nose, and then the taste is something completely different. That just works all the senses for me. That is beautiful. Wow. Right. I'm looking forward to it. I don't think I'm going to have another one today. I'll finish this off, maybe have another cheeky one of this, but I shall see you next time.